Itemization sucks for ADCs right now. Most items were nerfed in second split, and almost all items were nerfed in third split. However, some of them were almost never good, and definitely overbought for their stats and the poor performance. Even now those items are not good, and either very situational or just bad. So here's top 3 overrated items for ADCs in Season 14. Top 3 is Lord Dominic. It gives 35 AD, 35% armor pen, and 25% crit chance. Gold efficiency looks solid, 123%. So even without passive, this item looks very strong. At least it seems to be. Gold efficiency is very inflated in this case, due to armor penetration and crit chance. Let me explain. We are getting gold cost of each stat from components. Armor pen has only one component, Last Whisper, which costs 1450 gold. It means that armor pen cost will be very high, no matter what. Crit chance cost is also a bit inflated. Let's do some math. Back in the days, ADCs had 200% crit damage, and 1% crit chance gave exact 1% damage increase. Now we have 175% instead, so we should account for that. We can assume that 1% damage increase is equal 1 AD in terms of cost efficiency, so it will cost 35 gold. Of course, it's not exactly correct, but we need to get crit chance value before next steps. So, to get cost efficiency with 175% crit damage, we should divide gold value on previous crit damage, then multiply our current crit damage. We will get 1% crit chance costs 30.6 gold, so 25% is 765 gold. Crit chance cost will be high with Infinity Edge, and it's important to remember. So, 1225 gold for 35 AD, 765 for 25% crit chance, so 35% armor pen should cost 1010 gold. And here's another layer. We need to calculate how much armor champion needs to have for 35% armor pen to be 100% gold efficient. Instead of using the opposite stat, armor, to calculate that, we will use lethality. New lethality ignores flat amount of armor, no matter what, which is much closer to armor pen than armor itself. One lethality costs 30 gold. Therefore, we can calculate our desired number with this formula. 1010 divided by x divided by 100 multiplied by 30 equals 100%, where x is amount of armor that champion has. Therefore, x value will be 33.6 or 34 if we round the number. 35% armor pen needs to ignore at least 34 armor to be 100% gold efficient, so enemy champion should have 97 armor. However, LDR doesn't have any passive, and 100% gold efficiency will be bad in such case. Items without passives tend to have around 110%, 120% gold efficiency. So, LDR needs to penetrate 37.4, 40.2 to be efficient, so LDR will be efficient versus 107, 115 armor champions. Most champions would need plated steel caps and the one armor component to reach such number, or high enough level to be close to it. Also, LDR doesn't give that much AD, so your push will be slower and the abilities will deal less damage in general. So why I calculated all of this? Just to say, LDR is not worth as a third item most of the time. First of all, you don't have Infinity Edge, so crit chance is actually giving you lower number than usual. Second of all, champions in general won't have such a high armor as 25-27 minutes in the game, and in general, majority of games are ending before 30 minutes. You won't even need LDR in most games. Sure, if enemy team has many armor, or if you are full AD with your team, LDR is good, but it's rather situational than common choice. And the statistic proves it. Looking at third item win rates, we can see that all armor pen items are not doing well, no matter what champion it is. Well, except Nila, who has insane synergy with armor pen, because she has it in her kit as well. Overall, LDR is definitely overbought, but not that weak as other items I will talk about. For example, Collector, top 2 in my list. It gives 50 AD, 10 lethality, and a 25% crit chance for 3k gold. Gold efficiency is 102%. It looks good at first glance, but we learned that crit chance value is actually lower, and if we look at stats for most ADC champions, we won't see Collector as their best first item, except Nila, who cannot really buy anything else. So, what is Collector problem? First of all, it's a lethality item that tries to be an ADC one. It should help crit ADCs who relies on raw damage, but in reality these ADCs, such as Draven or MF, will buy lethality items instead, with higher AD, higher lethality and lower gold cost. They don't care about crit chance. Of course, it's good to have it, but it's not needed for them. Second thing is that Collector is simply nerfed most of the time. It was good only in 14.10 and in 14.20-23, only 5 patches. Item just have low stats for a lethality item, and it's getting nerfed every time when it's good. It happens because Collector is getting too popular. Players love cool effects and the big numbers, which Collector's passive gives. Overall, you can almost never buy this item, except situations where you are insanely fed, enemy team is full of squishes, and your champion needs crit chance. Well-deserved second place. Top 1 and the most overrated item for ADCs is Kraken Slayer. Oh god, what they did to my boy. It was one of the best items for ADCs when mythic items existed. ADCs had reliable damage on that item that would work in any situation. With mythic items removal, downfall has started. Nerf after nerf, change after change, and now it has bad stats with a passive that has good initial damage but almost doesn't scale. Only 45 AD, 40% attack speed and 4% move speed. No crit, low damage, could work only for on-hit champions, but even for them this passive is not that good. Its gold cost is also depressing, only 94%. Although move speed value should be a bit higher, it still sucks. The main problem with this item is the lack of crit. Kraken was always a DPS option. You wanted to buy it to have the best possible DPS, but you won't get the best possible DPS without crit. You are basically delaying 100% crit chance and lowering Infinity Edge value for this item. It's just bad. There is no champion in the game for who this item is the most optimal one. Even the best Kraken users don't have the best win rate with it. Yet, it's the most popular item for ADCs, just because its effect looks very cool and the item looks attractive in general. Sadly, it's a useless item right now. I hope in the new season Riot will buff all these items, just like ADC class in general. ADCs suffered a lot this season. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please press the like and the subscribe button. Also, quick thing, I will be taking a week off to rest and celebrate the new year, so video won't be uploaded next week. Thank you for watching it and see you in the next season. Bye!